On today's episode of Will It Fit? The entire time that I have lived here, this is the one truck that has not been inside yet. Everything else has been inside, but our girl Leah has not. Today is service day for Leah. We're basically going to perform a B service on this truck. It's going to be a dump and pump, basically. Oil, all the filters, all that fun jazz. But anyway, it's this up here, my lights up here that I worry about with the top of the rack, which makes this truck quite a bit taller than it really is. Now again, these are magnet mounts. My lights up there are mounted the way that they are so they can pop off. If you guys remember, my previous barn had a very low door, just like this one does. However, I don't know if you can see it, but the grade changes on this one. This one, it swoops up into the building. We're gonna see if that plays a factor. So thankfully it's like 50 some degrees out right now. So it's not bad to do, but yeah, we're gonna see if we can make her fit. Let's see. Well, that sounded promising. Oh, it's nerve-wracking. I think I got more room than I think, though. Keep going. Stop. Plenty of room. Being OCD. Lola outside looking all Lola, she dirty as shit. Kind of the perks to having my barn back because I can get all this stuff cleaned up. Anyway, I am getting distracted to hell. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned this in the video earlier, but we're doing a B service on the truck. For those of you that don't know, I am actually, by trade, profession, I am a heavy diesel mechanic by trade. I've adopted this way of maintenance in my vehicles a long time ago because I'm super paranoid. Now, just because I'm doing it this way doesn't mean it's the right way. Some of you YouTube certified or Google certified fuckers out there, I can already hear you already, why are you using this? Why are you using that? You can get that many miles. Shut up. Ain't your money, ain't your shit. Okay, let's be nice now. So here's what we got. We got our oil. We got training fluid. We got washer fluid. We got diesel. Because we have fuel filter, fuel filters, trans filter, oil filter. A lot of you guys don't know. Well, you know what this is, y'all just don't know how to use it. I put a lot of miles on this truck. You guys already know we've got a bunch of new parts on here. Some of my roads are dirt. Some of my work choices require me to go into dirt, and sometimes I'm just flat out lazy. And I take the dirt road when I'm on my way home or when I'm on my way to work because I don't feel like taking the long way around. It happens, sue me. So what we're going to do is, usually on a B service, we don't pull the wheels and tires off of it, but I'm doing it just because of the mileage that I put on this truck. I am going to check my brake pads, check my slides, I'm going to grease everything. When we get under here too, like leaf spring bushings and all that shit, we're going to get in there, we're going to grease that. Like I said, we've got filters here. We will be checking the pH of our cooling system. We'll be checking over differentials, all of that. And then on top of it, we found one little quirk after doing the injector job. And right underneath our two CAN bus connectors, right there, we have a fuel leak on the fuel rail. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that thing addressed as well. And then because we have the truck in here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at our plow wiring, we're going to clean that up. We've already had to plow on this thing multiple times. Not so much for use, but because we're inside and it's warm, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean those up. We're going to re-dielectric grease them. Again, in my past videos, you guys have seen me working on this thing, and I've said it then, I've said it every other video that we've ever done. You're only as strong as your weakest link. And if your weakest link is routine maintenance, brother, you are going to be in for a world of hurt. And I know there's that guy in the back. Oh, all that do is tap up, blah, 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 blah. Good on you, bro. Good on you. Okay, quick jump in. We have oil is drained, chassis is lubed. As you guys can see, you see how dirty and crappy that stuff is? Like, if you guys remember, it was just barely a month ago that we did the injectors in this thing, and we threw the ball joints and the shocks in this. We also, you can see everything's lubed up back here. You know, I'd still spray a little bit of lube in the moving parts and pieces. We have to check the torque on the U-bolts, which we will check that when we clean the brakes out. But the point that I'm making here, the reason that I'm rambling right now is, look at that. How dirty that is? That's why we go through and we clean out our brakes, because our slides get full of that. Next thing you know, your brake freezes up, it's not moving like it should, and then when your best friend gives you a set of wheels and tires, you ruin them. So yeah, that's fun. So, and air filter, that's how that's supposed to look, not black and gross and fuzzy. But we'll be going over our battery terminals as well. We're going to get those cleaned up. We're going to check our lights, and then I just do a quick once over on the inside. You know, we hit our strikers and our latches and hinges and all that stuff, so that way they move freely and they're not all squeaky or binding up or anything like that. You know, coupling areas of the vehicle, we do those too. So just again, this is how I do things. It doesn't mean that this is the end all do all, but it's how I do it. Yes, I'm, you know, 3,500 miles, I do oil and filter, and then I'll check fluids. Every 7,000 miles, this is what I do. And the reason that I do that is because I put a lot of miles on this truck. It's got a plow mount on the front, it's got a gooseneck in the back. You guys have seen what I do in the past. Plus, this thing does see, this one in particular does see a lot of idle time. So, on top of that, let's be completely honest, they don't make replacement parts like they used to. They're all cheap garbage. So, this is just a little bit of insurance because I'm the one that's got to fix this shit at the end of the day. I'm the one that's got to replace it. I got to pay for it, yada, yada, yada. Again, aftermarket parts are not what they used to be. And I can already hear somebody right now, ooh, kryptonite, baby! When I change the chassis. We're not changing the chassis, but I still need the truck to work. So we've got to do a little bit more. We got to do the fuel side of things. We got to get into the brakes, and then we've got to get underneath the front because I have a transmission line that is rubbing my pitman arm, and then we've got to fix that fuel leak up on the fuel rail there. So anyway, I'm blabbing. I'm talking. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing too, guys. I leave my pintle hook on the back of this thing, and what I'll do is I'll go in there, I will grease up the pin that's in there, even though there's a nut and bolt through there. It's grade 8, you can handle it. I do that so people can't steal it. But I'll go in there and I'll grease that up. I'll grease up the little pins that go in the pintle hook, the pintle hook itself. I just did my ultra mounts my receivers, so we're good there. Rude as hell. Alright, we're going to let this air out just a little bit. But pretty much, long or the short, we got the wet side of the service taken care of. So we have the grease, we have the fluids, we have the filters. I can already hear people now bitching and moaning. They're going to be like, oh my god, Baldwin filters. Once again, if you refer yourself to the... Oh, it's dark. Look at that. Here, I'm an idiot. I'm trying to insult y'all, and I ain't even prepared for my insults. But if you reference the beginning of the video, air filter, y'all ain't paying for my services, and y'all ain't performing them, and probably 90% of you watching this don't even maintenance your vehicle this good. Anyway, like I said, we're going to let this air out. We're going to go through, and then we're going to do our brakes. We're going to go ahead and clean those out, make sure that they're all freed up. We're going to do pad and rotor inspections. We're going to do it here. We're going to torque our rear U-bolts as well. And then, like I said, the vehicle coupling, well, vehicle coupling and all that stuff. All the lights work except for one light. So we're going to be diagging that too. But supposedly, supposedly, I don't have a lot of faith in it. What up, Lola? Supposedly we have some weather coming. Good Buddy Bogey actually sent me a screenshot, and supposedly we have some snow coming. We got a winter storm coming. And I'm all for it. You know, this is why I keep the truck prepared and ready to go, and along with the Ultramount too. You know, we're ready to rip, man. But I don't know. We'll see what the morning brings us, I guess. I guess it's going to start at like 4 in the morning. But again, you know, our Ultramount, she's here just waiting. She's ready to rip. Leah, which actually, she's kind of shiny. So the other thing that I do too is I wash my truck every Friday. Friday is wash day and fuel day. So, you know, you just got to try to take good care of them. And, oh yeah, we're going to jump up here and there. We're going to jump up in here, in there, tongue twister, and we're going to tighten up that injection line because we need our fuel mileage back, and she's making a GD max. Right down in here. That little dude right there, that's our culprit. Got a little bit of a high pressure fuel leak. Now again, I just did injectors on this thing about, well, 3,500 miles ago to be exact. This happens. You get injection lines that leak. This is the second one that we've had in the process of the truck being back on the road that has leaked. You know, shit happens. People party naked. Hopefully I can get this to focus. But again, 3,500 miles ago we had this all blown apart when we were doing the front suspension and steering. This right here is why we check our brakes. We check our brake slides. They get gummed up with junk like this. It builds up. It stops the pad from being able to slide across the slide and do, well, simply that. The name of the part, slide. Okay. So when that happens, then it just kind of hangs out there, quits doing what it's supposed to do, and then it allows this right in here to freeze up as well. Well, why would this keep moving back and forth? It's not being worked back and forth. It's not allowing to, because this is all built up here. Then next thing you know, your caliper's hung up, it's frozen, it's eating one side of the pad, not the other. And then again, we reference back to your boy hooks you up with some wheels and tires and you fuck them up. So that's how that works. We got this side's all buttoned up, went through it, everything looks great, cleaned it up, re-greased it. Again, we found dirt, but that's to be expected. All the driving that we do with this truck and the laziness that Ray has when his rule is don't drive on dirt roads, but he just wants to get home, so he'll take a dirt road or two. But anyway, I will catch up with you guys basically when the truck is done. Brakes are done, U-bolts are torqued, all the coupling shit, that's all done. Filters are done, fluids are done, batteries have been taken care of, washer fluid, don't sleep on that. Also, now is a really good time to clean your windows and clean your mirrors. Probably the truck driver in me still, but clean that shit up, check your lights. And, oh yeah, if you're going to take the time, wow, that's really blurry. If you're going to take the time to pull the tires off, check your tread depth, which you can do that with them on, but also check your air pressure. So I am going to toss the wheels and tires back on this thing, fire it up, torque the wheels and tires, check fluids, all that, get her outside, and then get the lights on top, and that'll pretty much be a friggin' wrap. Just like that, she's back outside. Lola is back where she belongs. We got all of our snow removal gear set up. That right there, you can't do shit without a trusty shovel. The snow blower and the big ass V-blade don't mean shit if you ain't got a good shovel. But they're making a big hype about, oh, we got winter storm coming. Bah, 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 bah. Truck's hooked up. You already know what that means. It means ain't shit gonna happen. But it's what it is. Truck service, plow service, ain't no thing. So I say, come on with it. But you know? That is pretty much it, guys. So that's a B service. That's how I do it. And again, I can already hear people bitching about, you know, you took it too far. You're using the wrong filters. You're using the wrong fluids. Yada 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 yada. I'm here to tell you right now. Everything in today's world is equal shit. Okay. People only care about the cost of filters. They don't care about the quality of them. They care about the cost of them. And I'm here to tell you, you go to any service shop out there, that's what it's going to come down to. It's what's going to be the most inexpensive route to go. And that's the route that they'll go. On top of that, if you are servicing them in the proper increments like you're supposed to, you shouldn't have any issues. And I forgot to put my window sticker on. But anyway, that's it. That's what I got for you guys. Again, they're talking snow. We'll see if there's snow. Regardless, you probably see me tomorrow talking shit. So anyway, take care. God bless. Be good to one another. Remember, argue with intelligence. And always, always check yourself. Make sure it's intelligence. Don't stoop to their level. We'll see you on the next one, guys. See you.